beware of females who are Jezebels. Okay? I want you to avoid females who are Jezebels at all costs, guys, because these chicks can bring nothing into your life but chaos and destruction. Okay? Chaos and destruction. And in tonight's coaching video, we're going to talk about girls who are Jezebels and how to spot them, how to identify them, really how to avoid them. Okay, so what is a Jezebel spirit? A Jezebel is basically in the Bible. The Jezebel was basically the most nastiest, most evil, most disgusting, and most seductive spirit in Satan's hierarchy. Okay, she was wicked. She was also a murderer, according to the scriptures. She was an enemy of God. She would lead and control men to commit evil deeds, wickedness, right? So she wouldn't lead and control men to do good, but instead to do evil, to bring wickedness into the world. And this just goes back to a lesson that I teach on my self-development channel, my alpha channel, that men build and women destroy. According to the Bible, the Jezebel is a narcissist. Most narcissistic females are Jezebels. They're carrying the Jezebel spirit. Also kind of cursed and unable to see their own hypocrisy, right? I get a lot of these girls like hating on in the comment section of some of my coaching videos, right? Where I'm basically exposing them, exposing their female nature to guys. They will get into my comments and they will try to accuse me of being the narcissist. Like, oh, he's a narcissist, girl. This guy's a total narcissist. And then I'll look at their profile, right? Assuming they're using their real profile. Like the last girl who did this was just yesterday. This girl was like dropping all these hate comments, being like, nope, this guy's a total narcissist. And I'm like, okay, let me click on her channel. Went to click on her channel, and she linked to her social media, like her Instagram profile. Okay, not only were her YouTube videos all of herself in her mirror doing her hair, like I don't even know what the point was of her content. She had like 16 followers, probably half of those are her own accounts. She had like a dozen videos on her YouTube channel. They were all of her like doing her hair, doing her makeup, checking her face, looking at her ass in the mirror on this like big mirror in her home. And then I like clicked to her Instagram. Every single selfie is of herself looking in the mirror. And I'm like, total Jezebel, right? Complete Jezebel. Can't see her own hypocrisy, right? It's like, that's the thing I always teach you guys about narcissists. It's like narcissists always see their own narcissism in everybody else, right? But they can't see it in themselves. So the Jezebel spirit is a narcissist. Most females who are narcissists, you'll find, are Jezebels. You know, those girls who do the fake, like the boob implants, the lip injections, the collagen in their foreheads, the 10-inch eyelashes, the 10-inch heels, like tits are hanging out, ass is hanging out. The girls who walk around like that, where it's all about their body and sex and sexual attraction, those chicks are generally Jezebels because they don't have anything else to offer beyond that, right? They don't have a personality. They don't have good values, good character traits, or morals to offer men. This is why they have to use their physical attributes, because that's all they have. Because you notice women who are not Jezebels, women who are quote-unquote good women, women who are classy, they don't lead with their tits or their ass, right? They don't lead with that shit. They don't wear the pumps. Instead, they lead with their personality. They lead with their character. They lead with their morals. They lead with their values. And the fact that they're naturally beautiful or they're pretty or they're cute is just the icing on the cake. It's like they don't even place enough or give themselves enough credit when it comes to their own beauty. And a lot of these girls who lead, who are classy like that, they don't really even flaunt that, right? They could flaunt it, but they don't. Instead, you have these Jezebel spirits who aren't even that attractive. Again, we call them like 49ers out in the clubs. Their 4s acting like 9s, right? They try to be more attractive and look more attractive than they actually are. But at the end of the day, most female narcissists are Jezebels. Okay, you'll know that right away. Jezebels hate what is good. They'll always demonize what's good and what's morally sound in place of things that are immoral, bad, and evil, right? Things that are just bad for society. Being able to spot a girl who's a Jezebel is going to be something really, really important if you're, still out there dating girls like I am. If you're out there trying to get into an LTR, or if you're one of these guys who's like looking to get married still because you want to have a family, you don't want to have a family with a girl who's a Jezebel, man. Because these chicks can really bring a lot of destruction into your life. And I'm trying to tell you now, you have to be able to spot these chicks. Even if you're not a believer in God, if you're not, you're not somebody who reads the Bible, be aware of these chicks, right? Be aware that there are these girls out there who are evil, wicked. They hate what is good and they love what is bad in society. They're just full of self-pride. They're very demanding, manipulative, judgmental, ruthless, non-empathetic, right? They're not going to feel sorry for you if they leave you in the dust, if they leave you in the cold, if they dump you, if you catch them cheating on you. They're not going to sit there and feel an ounce of guilt about it. Instead, like if you try to confront them, they'll run, right? Because that's what the wicked do, as according to the scriptures, according to the Bible. The wicked will always flee. They will always run. They will not sit there to face judgment. They will always try to run away. Whereas people who are righteous, as it says in the Bible, the righteous are bold. The righteous are bold as a lion. They will stand and face judgment. Even if they are wrong, they'll stand and face it, right? They'll take punishment. Females who are Jezebels won't. They'll just, if you catch her cheating, whatever, she'll just like jump right out of that bed and run away and avoid you. I even knew of a girl who like put a restraining order on her, like, I think they were just in the middle of breaking up. Her boyfriend put a restraining order on him so he wouldn't come to her apartment while she banged this other guy. So she used the court system to prevent her boyfriend from coming around and catching her cheating with this new guy. Total Jezebel spirit. That chick was a total narcissist, and she was all about herself, very wicked, very evil, and no empathy. And I mean, that's really what you want to look for. Another thing about the Jezebel spirit is she will take away your power to produce, create, and build as a man, to make an impact on the world, to leave a lasting legacy behind for your family, your kids, future generations to learn from. So she will always inhibit that. She will be a distraction in your life. So she's not going to be like a female that supports you and is like, hey man, I've got your back. I'm with you. You're my man. I love you. I'm there for you. Instead, she's going to be a distraction. She's going to try to pull you down. She's going to try to guilt you for not spending enough time with her. She's going to try to suck energy from you. Okay? She's going to make everything about her, right? She's literally going to make everything about herself versus you as a couple. If you're a guy who's on his grind, if you're on your path and purpose and you hook up with a girl who's a Jezebel spirit, I mean, it's going to be like priority for her to take you off of that, to take you off of your path and purpose so she can make herself your path and purpose. And as soon as you make her your path and purpose and she becomes basically the center stage in your life, that's when she loses attraction for you anyway, right? That's when her normal female nature kicks in and she's like, this guy's a chump, I don't want to be with him, right? I don't want to be with him. I remember one Jezebel that I dated, she like literally flew off the handle. She was acting selfish in our relationship, right? And I literally said this to her. I said, hey, there are two people in this relationship. It's not just you. That's all I said. I said, there are two people in this relationship. It's not just you. And she flew off the handle. What do you mean by that? Blah, 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 da, da, da. This is so over. Oh, I can't stand you, da, da. Why did that affect her so much? I mean, that's a fair statement, right? The fact that you're saying, hey, this person, if your girl is acting selfish and you have to remind her, like, hey, there are two people in this relationship. It's not just you. It's not all about you. And that person flies off the handle because you told them that. What does that tell you about them? Okay, they're self-centered, they're self-absorbed, they feel so entitled that the relationship should be all about them. They're offended that you would even say that there's two people in this relationship. What does that tell you? You're dealing with an evil woman. You're dealing with a wicked woman. You're dealing with a manipulative woman. You're dealing with what? A Jezebel. Okay? At the end of the day, that is what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a Jezebel. These chicks can bring no good into your life. Okay? They will bring nothing but destruction and chaos into your life. They will bring bad people into your life. They will bring bad situations into your life. They will bring bad karma into your life. Right? I've seen these guys date these chicks who are Jezebels, right? Guys who are just otherwise on their grind. They meet a siren, a hot girl, just like bam, whoa, right? A girl who stops them in their tracks. A girl who just sexually in bed, she's great. Because a lot of these Jezebels in bed are pretty good, right? I mean, that's the thing about Jezebels is you remember how enjoyable it was to have sex with them just because you're having, like, really, you're having sex with a demon spirit. Right? So it's like you remember that. That's really like the highlight of what you remember about them, right? Whereas other girls who might have been like good women in your life, you might think of the sex that you had with them, but that's not the highlight you remember about them. The highlight you remember about them was how well they treated you, how they made you dinner, or how they took care of you when you were sick, how they picked you up from the hospital, or how they were always there for you. And then on top of that, it's like, oh yeah, the sex was pretty good too. Whereas with the Jezebel, all you can remember is the sex, okay? And then very, very few highlights beyond sex, right? And any highlights you remember, like, oh, I remember I took this vacation with her. We went to Reno or whatever, wherever you went with her. You still revolve sex around that. It's like, oh yeah, we went to Reno, but man, I remember we had sex on that trip in that hotel room. Woo! It's always going to revolve around the physical with her, right? It's not going to be about her moral character, her goodness, her great heart, because they don't have that, right? Jezebels are not good-hearted. They're not nice people. They're bad women. They're narcissists. They're evil. They're self-absorbed. They're all about themselves. They're hypocrites. They can't see their own hypocrisy, right? And yeah, no different than these chicks who hate my comment section. Like, narcissist, narcissist. It's like, if you're going to call somebody out for being narcissist, don't have like 100 selfies on your Instagram, all of you and nobody else. Just taking like photos in your bathroom of your ass, or photos with this long mirror of your, you know, of your hair or your makeup. It's so pathetic that, you know, these chicks are so blinded by Satan, their daddy Satan, that they can't see their own hypocrisy. But anyway, guys, that is how you spot a Jezebel. So now you know what a Jezebel is. Now you know what to look for, and now you know what to avoid. So beware of females who are Jezebels out there. Unfortunately, there are plenty out there, especially with a lot of this feminist indoctrination that's gone on for the past few decades. The only good thing I could see about that is it's made these Jezebels more obvious, more transparent. So they're a lot easier to spot than they were back in the day, like back in my day, back in the like 90s or even early 2000s, where these girls can kind of cover up the fact that they're Jezebels. But yeah, beware. Okay, beware. A lot of these Jezebels too, they tend to look feminine. They tend to smell feminine, dress feminine, have a lot of feminine charm. But if you dig just a little bit deeper, you will start to see the ugly heart, the black heart, the dark soul, you know, the darkness in her eyes even. Some of these girls, you could like literally see the darkness in their eyes. It's really freaky, really creepy. And just the dark spirit that creates their aura and creates their energy. It's almost like an energy field of darkness around them, you know, just kind of masked in femininity. So beware, guys. Be careful of these Jezebel spirits. If I've described anybody you've dated or anybody that you know or anybody that you're currently dating, like I said, don't walk, run. Run. With that said, I'm going to wrap up here. Until next time, this is M from the 33 Secrets. Don't forget to smash that like button below. Also, hit that notification bell right next to it so you're notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on the YouTube. More importantly, guys, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Very important you subscribe. Helps me out a ton when you do. So please subscribe to my channel and also share my coaching videos with like-minded friends of yours who really need this education, this training, okay? This dating education and pickup training. So share my coaching videos as well as subscribing. And for you guys who want to support my work and all of this red pill, gold pill, and platinum pill content that I'm teaching you guys even further, the best way to do that is by jumping into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months to Mastery, where I'm teaching guys just like you how to go out there and approach and close the youngest, hottest, and most beautiful looking women on the planet. I'm talking about 8s, 9s, and 10s, the same exact type of women that myself and my students are out there cold approaching and closing every single week without fail. And I kid you not, every single week without fail. These are the type of women that most of your guy friends can only dream about. Most of your guy friends will only see in magazines. Okay, I'm teaching you how to go out, find, meet, and attract these women into your life. The type of women that share your same values, beliefs, likes, dislikes, and on top of that, the icing on the cake is they are hot. Again, we go after the 8s, 9s, and 10s only. I teach you how to do that in 7 Months to Mastery. And right now, the first month is only $1 for the entire first month of coaching lessons. Okay, I've decided to keep that deal going for a bit longer because of the high demand. So it's only $1 for the entire first month of coaching lessons. So please take advantage of it. It's the absolute best way to support my work and everything I'm teaching here on my YouTube channel. So if you want to get signed up, it's real easy. All you need to do is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds. So do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video.